From the floor of the CME Group, this is Danny Riley on today's Cash Close. And the name of this video, the earnings, Ebola, and the VIX. The high of the day in the S&P came in at 1992.5 midday. The low came in at 1965 even, just made, just now recently. And last, we're 1973.60. We're up 8 handles on the day. Total volume, we had 530,000 minis traded in GLOBEX. All day we have a total of 3 million minis traded and 5,000 big S&Ps traded in the pit. The MIM was showing sell 560 million. The actual MOC came out sell 800 million. Now look, when is this bear going to get tired? The S&P had rallied 20, was up 27 handles earlier in the day. Tomorrow we've got the MBA Purchase Application. We have the PPI number. We have the retail sales number. We have the Empire State MFG survey. We have the Atlanta Business Inflation Expectations number and the Business Inventories number. Now, when is the S&P going to bottom? I know for a fact that I've had a couple of false starts. But October, the spooky month, generally doesn't bottom in the beginning of the month or in the middle of the month. It's usually in the latter parts of the month, in the final 2 weeks of the final 10 days, or going into the best 6 months for stocks, November to April. So this sell-off that we've been, prolonged sell-off that we've been seeing, could continue a little bit longer. Now, let's face it, if they reported 10 Ebola cases in the United States, the S&P would be down 200 to 300 handles lickety split. So we're in a very, very delicate situation here. And to tell you the truth, I really thought by now the S&P would start to have gone back up. But even like today, you get this big rally, you get the S&P to open up a little higher, sell off, then you get this massive rally, and then you get this huge flunk and done back down to the lows of the day, back down to 65 even. Now, my big thing is, what happens in the afternoon really is the precursor of what's going to go on tomorrow. But the weird thing about this is after we traded down to 65 even, we had a 12 handle pop back up late in the day. It's very, very, the algos own this thing. But look, I want to finish off by saying a couple little things. The VIX is up 75%. The S&P is down 7.2% since making its highs. And you know what? Things are very, very unsettled here. And you know what, I was going to say one other thing, but you know what, I did already say it. We sold off and then we had this 12 handle pop back up late in the day. You know what, we've got a couple economic reports tomorrow, but Thursday's loaded with Fed speak. We're going to leave it like that. Things, like I said, are very unsettled, and we'll see you tomorrow on the opening print.